Yo, what's up, friends? It's Clickbait Kate, and we're going to an underground ghost tour. I'm scared. Was that the door?
Oh! I'm getting like a bad vibe for some reason.
Yeah,
So.
same.
I've never seen it do that.
Whoa.
On a windless December night in Astoria, light snow was falling around 2 a.m. In just moments, the city would experience one of the most devastating urban fires in Oregon's history. An event that ravaged nearly every building in the downtown corridor. Few physical artifacts remain from the 1922 fire, and these fit into a small banker's box. The chaos of living through that moment in Astoria's history is difficult to convey. The true origin point of the fire has remained a curious question for nearly a century. Decades ago, one man on his deathbed may have admitted that the cigarette he failed to properly extinguish started the fire. Other accounts point to the origin as the basement of the former Thief Brothers restaurant. Theo. I'm here with Drew with Astoria Underground Ghost Tours. We're pretty excited, and he's going to give us some history on the tunnels down there.
Hello. Astoria was founded in 1811 by John Jacob Astor and his crew. It was more of like a fur trading outpost back then, a lot of mink fur. Oldest port west of Mississippi, so it's pretty cool. Picture like a dock on wooden stilts over the water with buildings. That was Astoria back then. Very flammable. 1883, fire happened. We're not really sure where, but it wiped out the whole town. And they kind of learned from there a little bit. They built 15 feet up and reinforced with concrete, and kind of created this vast underground tunnel system that goes throughout the whole town pretty much. There are just sections of the underground now. They wanted to mitigate all the bad things that would happen down there. People would live down there. People would have shops down there. People got shanghaied down there. And shanghaiing is more or less adult napping.
Yeah.
People would pay big money in the late 1800s, early 1900s for a healthy, young, strapping lad to work on a ship, but it was against their will. But yeah, we have some hot spots down there. We have an old apartment we're going to walk through. We have an old storefront. They can't really tell it's a storefront anymore, but I'll show you the remnants of it. You guys believers in paranormal?
Yeah.
Yeah? Awesome. Cool.
I
Awesome.
had to drag him along. He didn't want to come with me.
Oh, really? Everybody here's nice and friendly. We haven't had any bad things happen to anybody. There's no provoking, I ask. Everybody down there is nice, and we want to keep it that way.
Do you believe that it's haunted?
Oh, of course.
100%? Okay.
We had a mad session last night. The first group last night, nothing happened. The next group, it was going nuts. It was the best night I've had last night.
Wow. What kind of tools do you use?
So we have EMF detectors that we let people walk around with. We have flashlights. I purchased some motion sensor cat balls that I have spread up around down there. Miss Gully loves Halloween, so there's some clowns down there that are animatronic. There's a certain one that likes to go off. A certain spirit likes to make him go off. So if you guys are ready, we'll head down there.
Sure.
Yeah.
You just want to walk around to the right side over here?
Okay.
My voice is worse.
Oh, the tools.
And chicken feed. Ooh.
Oh,
Butcher shop stuff. Yeah. EMF detectors stands for electromagnetic field, and the theory is spirits are made up of energy. They can manipulate devices like this by getting close to it. An example is your phone's going off.
Right next.
So I usually put mine on airplane mode, and I advise other people to do the same because we get a text message or a call. They could be a false positive, pretty much. I'm gonna walk over here, and we usually just kind of just to make yes or no questions for spirits, like is your name Abigail? Do you like the color blue? When she first bought the place, she was really excited to have all this extra underground space, and soon after moving stuff down here and getting set up, you'd hear knocks and scrapes and shuffling. She would see shadows out of the corner of her eye. The big one was this giant door to your right would open up by itself. One day, she was kind of playing tag with it. It would open up, she'd go close it for a few hours. And so one time she was really busy. She didn't want to get up and go mess with it, so she didn't go mess with it. And it slammed shut. And it freaked her out, so she contacted the previous store owner. She told them what was going on, and their response was, well, oh, you met Abigail.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay, well.
That was pretty much her response. She goes, who's Abigail? And they go, well, that was our spirit down in the basement. Like, that would have been cool in the fine print. Like, you're inheriting spirits. Yeah, cool, yeah. But she was cool with it after a while because she loves Halloween. She likes paranormal stuff, but she was just like, within 2 weeks, she couldn't take it anymore, and she moved her office home, so she works from home now.
Gosh.
A lot of stuff down here is authentic from prior businesses having access to here, like an old typewriter. This is an old like photo album from like a yearbook, belonged to a woman named Abigail, and we'll be going into her apartment. She's very nice. Unfortunately, she took her own life in around 72. She wasn't found for a whole week. She lived alone. We don't know the reasoning why. I do investigations down here solo sometimes. I always get something involving the stomach, like stomach hurting, it hurts, OD, maybe it was a murder actually, she got stabbed, cancer, but we don't have a whole lot of evidence on what it is. There's not a whole lot of info on her. So with that, they boxed up all of her belongings and they placed them behind this wall right here. And then Miss Goldie got a hold of them, opened them up, saw what was all in there, and she kind of displayed her belongings back into her apartment. So it's pretty cool with all like original stuff in there.
Okay.
We will walk in there now.
Okay. Oh my Jesus Christ.
That's Chuck.
Oh my God, it moves! What
His name's Chuckles. He's a good laugh.
the... Oh, God.
So, kind of notice where the door is right now. This door opens up to about here, but it would open up. And
So
It is
when
like
closed by itself, it was like.
yeah, well, this thing would open up. You can kind of see like where it's like roughed out right there a little bit. You can see all the striations in the ground. I'll come down here to check battery levels on stuff, and this door is wide open. And I'm like, all right, cool. Gonna have an interesting night. Sometimes that door behind you is also wide open.
Where does that go?
That's the actual tunnels. This is just like basement dish territory still. All the stuff in there is, and was hers, the radio, the toaster, the stove top. I'm trying to get her to open up the yearbook and place that thimble on her photo so we can actually find out like her last name and stuff like that.
That would be
'cause
crazy.
You don't know it. That's spiking. Yours is spiking some.
Whoa.
Wow,
Oh.
that's more stuff we've had happening here than the last couple tours. As we were leaving the last group, actually, this cat ball was going off by itself. I turned the corner in here and it was going off. The theory is spirits can move objects more or less with how powerful they are. We will continue to the nitty gritty. Ooh.
Alright, flashlights on.
Oh, it is dark.
These are cases that would hold held her like supply and wares and whatnot, scarves, hats, you name it. So they would put the red brick up to mitigate like the bad things happening, like the Shanghais and the theft.
This is spooky.
You can kind of see some of the old fire damage above you guys from the 22 fire.
Oh, wow.
There's actually a poster to your right. That's kind of like a blown up, pixelated photo of the 22 fire damage. Our building's right around here nowadays. This
Oh,
like
wow.
white blip back here. So this is like commercial.
Okay.
This is the electrical box Ariel's talking about. So if you get close to these, they will like spike. Spirit that kind of likes to hang out through here, and it's this bench and all the way down this hallway. It's this fellow right here in the wooden suitcase. His name is Henry. We're not sure his story or the reason why he's here. He looks like he has money. He's got a nice suit, nice cut, nice beard.
I like your cut, G.
Yeah, exactly.
You said his name was Henry?
Yankee with no brand. Yeah, Henry. He's a ladies' man, so he might interact with you more than. We have some old knickknacks down here that we've discovered. Some hand soap. I have another cat ball right here as well.
Oh, nice.
Bust of Henry. Someone did him a little dirty.
Oh, no. Henry, no.
Alarm clock, little radio.
Wow.
I like this doodad here. It's an old key fob holder for the Siddle Hotel. Siddle Hotel would have been next door to the butcher shop.
What was
What
that?
What the?
Was to the right?
Yeah, it's
Oh.
behind the corner.
I have
I haven't heard
goosebumps.
footsteps like That was cool. Because usually you hear like donk, donk.
It kind of
donk,
sounded
donk.
like a cane, like if someone was walking with a cane.
Oh, maybe.
That is
You can
crazy looking.
see all the countries on it.
It's a pretty strong radio.
Yeah, I feel like I recognize the name.
I don't recognize Wanderscope though.
No.
As like a color type thing. I've heard of Technicolor and all that.
That's
but-
definitely
Oh,
up
that's
there.
the walk. Yeah,
See,
that is not
it
the
didn't
walkway the
sound-
first time.
Yeah.
That's definitely something.
Yeah, no, that's different
That's
than the first one.
definitely
Yeah.
That's
Oh.
different from the first one though. He is supposedly supposed to be motion sensor, but nothing really comes from it. If you give him a little tap, he goes off.
Okay.
And he's been going off pretty recently. Like last tour, he went off. Now, before we go here, they caught on video right here about like a 6'8", 6'9" figure walk from right to left through this wall. I haven't seen him. I know dark shadowy figures usually means bad news.
Yeah.
None of my tours have seen him yet. Luckily, hopefully, he was just passing through one day. Oh, that's good stuff.
Very crisp.
So I'll walk in here just to show you that I'll walk in here and I'm okay. But before you guys do, the feeling people get in here is they get disoriented, they get nauseous, headaches, migraines.
Oh, we don't want to go.
Oh.
Typically, women and children are the more susceptible. People feel a heaviness on their chest. They'll get like tingles on their face or the side of their head. I've had a kid come in here and he had to go up for the rest of the tour because he had a bad migraine. He couldn't deal with it. But it depends on the person. I feel like it's more empathic, sensitive people who feel that coming in here. If you guys want to walk in there, feel free.
I'm gonna go ahead and walk in now.
I'm gonna go ahead and follow her in as well, Adam. Just kind of record anything that's cool going on in here. Wow, it's really dark in here.
Walk slowly this way. I'll give you some heads up about the next room.
Okay.
It's housed to a little girl named Sarah. She's 8 years old. She's really kind and friendly. I have this ball up here. You know how to work it. You just move it a little bit and it turns on. You know how it works. You've used it before. And there we go. And we have the magic black box in our hand. If you come up and touch our hands, the lights will light up even more. And if you want to come up, I'll leave it right here and I'll back away, okay? And come say hello, please. If you don't want to, it's
Ooh.
fine.
Wow.
Oh, there we go. Thank you so much, Sarah. That's very nice of you.
Sarah.
That's awesome.
Can you do it one more time for us, please? Is that okay? We had a
Really?
second medium in here last week, and the girl, I think she was like 16 to 18 years old, and she was like speaking to her like telepathically for the most part. Like that's how most psychics
Wow.
seem to communicate with spirits when they see them and communicate with them.
Mm-hmm.
She gave us the information that she is not 10 years old, like we were saying. Telling the people she's actually 8. She got short black hair. She's really cute.
Oh.
Look at that.
Wow, thank you.
Thank you so much, Sarah. I appreciate you. You're making them very happy.
That's so cool. Holy.
And yeah, the girl was speaking to Sarah, and that was going off with like responses to questions and stuff.
Wow.
Supposedly, this is the quote-unquote haunted chair that Zach Bagans of Ghost Adventures deemed as the haunted object in the room, and people who sit in the chair get like anxious, like someone's staring at them, the back of their head, and just uncomfortable. We found out through the psychic medium that it's Sarah's chair. You guys are free to sit in the chair if you want. Just ask for permission and see if she'll come up and touch your hand, or some people get their photo taken while sitting in the chair, and they'll have like a mist around them, which is pretty cool.
Oh, what?
I'll show you guys a photo if you want.
Yes, please.
Sure.
So the woman came here with her daughter, and her daughter took this photo of her with the woman's phone who's in the chair. And then she took a selfie of herself. So that's
Oh, wow.
just normal photo, right?
Yeah.
Nothing spooky. This is the selfie she took.
What?
And she was so like intrigued and interested. She came back the next night and she got into one of my tours. It wasn't my tour she was on,
Yeah.
but she tried to replicate it and it came out perfectly fine.
Wow.
What?
And if you look really close on the right side of her,
Mhm.
or I guess at the left side of the POV, but it looks like there's maybe something there, like a
Yeah.
side profile view of somebody.
I'll go ahead and try to sit down in the chair now.
Okay.
Sarah, if that's okay, I'd like to take a seat. Wanna come stand next to me for a little bit? That'd be pretty cool.
Come hold her hand, Sarah. She's really nice.
Okay, I'm sitting down. Oh gosh, I got a big old backpack on. Do you want to use this? Or?
Heck yeah, I can hold it. I'm
What,
blind you
for
for a sec.
Was it going off over here a second ago?
No, I don't think so.
Did you guys introduce yourselves to Sarah? I don't remember.
I think we did when we came in.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Yeah.
I'll try to relax. My phone is like pushing on my stomach. Okay. Ooh.
Well, I just heard more footsteps. I might have been upstairs. I don't know. I heard it was very faint.
Yeah, I heard it back there a little bit. All right. Well, would you like to sit down in the chair?
I think I'll pass.
Okay.
So Sarah's not the
Spiky.
only thing that has come to pass in this room.
Oh.
We don't know a whole lot about Sarah other.
It stopped recording.
When?
I think it was just now.
Okay. Well.
That's crazy. What the?
Cameras do
I don't know where
malfunction in
you're
here for
looking.
some reason.
It's like weird waves on the screen.
Yeah, I've never seen it do that.
Whoa.
And this is going crazy too.
Is it?
A little bit. You can't really see when you flash the light on it, but
Oh, there we go.
it was. I don't know if it'll do it again now that we're looking at it, but
It is weird.
What the
Maybe
heck?
she's trying to
yeah.
play with it or something.
He's like, forget the ball. This thing's cool.
See, now it's blinking again. But when you put the camera on it, it stops.
Huh.
Oh,
Oh.
a little bit. Wow.
Do you like the camera, Sarah?
Oh.
Oh.
Wait, the camera's freaking vibrating. What?
Huh?
I swear it just like 2 little bumps or something.
Or she's tapping it like, what is this?
Kind of what it felt like.
I'll tell you the story about Sarah first showing herself to an old tour guide. So it was like late last summer. He brought his younger brother down here for a private tour because he's never been down here before. And he was like, I'll show you around. So they get to this place after doing the stuff prior. And his brother's looking at all the stuff like over here, not paying attention to what the tour guide's looking at.
Yeah.
And out of the corner back there is where Sarah got the courage to finally show herself to the tour guide. So she manifested and she walked towards the tour guide and through him and then disappeared.
What?
Through him, yeah.
Oh.
And he got so
That's
freaked out
crazy.
that he just took off running.
The tour guide did?
Yeah, he took off running. His younger brother had no idea what happened. He was looking off to the side. So he took off running, left his brother down here until he figured out that he took off running. I'm sure he screamed and like freaked him out. So he took off running. The same path we took to get here, he took out, and he didn't call or text or even email Miss Gully to let her know that he was never showing up to work again.
Oh.
He just
left?
yeah, he just left, yeah.
Wow.
And she hasn't really been seen since then, and I think that interaction was like a
hurt her
confidence blow.
feelings.
Yeah.
Hmm.
She finally got comfortable with the tour guide, and she showed herself, and that's the reaction she got. So I don't think she's feeling too confident lately.
Yeah.
It's been about a year now, and I'm hoping one day she'll get comfortable enough with me to come out and say hello. But I have warned her. I might get a little spooked at first. I'm not going to run away. I'm going to stand my ground and say hello to her back.
Yeah.
Because I want this interaction.
Yeah.
This,
Yeah, no, this is...
communication and trust with her. Because
Yeah.
she is really nice. She has come out and said hello. She's made devices go crazy some nights. And she's made some interactions with you guys tonight. So it's really cool.
Yeah, that's
really
awesome.
Cool. Thank you again, Sarah. I really appreciate
Yeah, they
that.
appreciate it.
And then prior to Sarah's time, there would have been cells in here.
Oh.
A few rows of cells because this was also a Shanghai hole.
Okay.
And laying down flat piece of wood right here, that's the beginning this way to a trap door.
Oh, wow.
And I'm not sure if it slides or if it comes up and out like on a hinge or something like that, but that's an old trap door. And back then, this floor probably wasn't cement, it was probably dirt. It would have had like hay or blankets or pillows right here to catch somebody's fall when they were thrown into here, and then some other bigger guy would probably throw them in a cage or a cell or something. The bathroom you guys saw, that was the bathroom for them to use when they were given the time to use the restroom.
Wow.
And they would have either been drugged or clubbed and taken straight to port from here. And you wake up on a ship, and tough luck. You wake up on a ship, that's life.
Yeah.
You're now a seaman.
Gee.
As we all.
You want to grab my batteries when I'm getting low?
You getting low?
So here, well, we'll use the bench right here if you
Mhm.
want. You can set stuff down if you need to.
Okay, perfect. Ooh, I got that flashlight. Here, I'll take this one.
Yeah.
Make our way towards the furnace, area now where this dark, shadowy figure is supposedly seen to dart into. And then here, I'm gonna walk in there and you can. Damn, someone's
Getting dragged.
yeah, maybe.
What the?
This is the furnace room. One of my first tours here, like for training purposes, I was with Miss Gully during this time. We had a woman on the tour take a photo, like kind of where you're standing at now,
Yeah.
into there, with just her camera phone, and she got something really cool. On the left side of our screen, it's like a fifth of her entire like phone width, just a freestanding, just odd white strip of light, just like 2 feet in front of her.
Wow.
It wasn't a reflection off nothing. It wasn't the flashlight itself because they're circular in shape with the light source. It was just like a beat up, awful white looking just light source. It was really weird. And she hasn't sent it to us in text or anything yet, but I'm hoping one day she will. After that, I was followed throughout the tunnel system, and that was really creepy. And something followed me home that night, and I wasn't too happy. But
What?
Yeah, I was gonna ask when we leave to make sure nobody follows us
I
home.
have sage spray. You guys can spray yourselves.
Oh, perfect.
The theory is it helps release energies from attaching to you, and
Yeah.
kind of putting your foot down about no one following you home or attaching to you, and they can't harm you, can't follow you home. They have to stay here. Just kind of setting ground rules, pretty much. Some old clothes, some old bottoms from a male and a female. Looks like maybe they were getting. But that is it for the underground tour. If you guys want to walk around and kind of
Oh, it's so
investigate yourselves
spooky
for a
down
little bit,
here.
feel free to. I can kind of just stay in the background if you guys want to do some investigation shots or something. Sometimes it just kind of spits out gibberish, and other times it'll say like accurate words like they'll say like fire or 1920s or I've gotten like Henry's name, I've gotten Abigail's name.
Oh wow.
You'll get a lot of spirits names come through here, but you also got to remember this is a tunnel system. There's probably spirits wandering back and forth through the whole system. It could be residual.
I was gonna say residual. I hear that a lot.
Yeah.
About.
Do you ask them to find words, say words on that, or does it just come up?
Oh yeah, no. I ask questions, and then sometimes I get like direct answers. Like, is anybody in here? Can you give me your name? I'll get like Ruth, like right away. I'm like, oh, hi Ruth, how's it going? You just kind of walk around. You just kind of speak out loud. Sometimes they'll chime in with a word that you're talking about. Area. Just said goodbye. Okay.
Do you want us to leave? If you do, we can go.
That was kind of spooky, but we are.
They also might be in the routine that we got to the end of the tour. We might be
Oh,
leaving.
and they're saying goodbye.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't even think about that.
We walk backwards.
Oh yeah. Cool guy syndrome. This guy.
We found out last night that like some people believe like past loved ones will follow relatives around and stuff like that. We kind of came to the conclusion that this guy's grandfather was talking to him last night through the ball. Like he was following him around down here. And like the balls are going off at all with other questions unless those related to this guy's grandpa. Because it said granddad. And the guy was like, is this my grandpa?
Oh, God. Okay.
Can you move the head for us? Is that what you mean? I'm getting like a bad vibe for some reason.
Yeah,
so
same.
I'm gonna walk this way. I'm getting like goosebumps, like chilled neck.
That is totally fine with me.
Is it Adam? That's the guy's name in the room.
Oh,
That's pretty cool.
That's crazy.
But yeah, Adam, thank you for saying your name. I appreciate it.
What if we use both of the apps at the same time?
I think that was more like a white noise box, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
It's got like a word bank.
Say
Gloria. Sarah, are you in here?
Where's your help?
Whoa.
Yeah, I'm here. Is that what you think? Am I just hearing things?
What the hell was that?
I don't.
Okay.
What the hell?
Oh, that's. Oh, I just got
I got
goosebumps.
Yeah, same.
Oh,
my
God.
Legit, no joke.
That was creepy. What I want to say, it said innocent.
Yeah.
Could be like her saying she's an innocent little girl, or it could be Shanghai victims saying I'm innocent. They might think they're in jail or something.
Oh. Never think
You just
of
kind
that.
of wake up in a cell, like, I'm
Yeah.
innocent.
Yeah.
I'm right here. You guys get like a heavy heartbeat feeling at all?
A little bit.
A little bit.
A little bit.
It just came on a second ago. I could feel my heartbeat pretty heavy. We'll move on then. I'm gonna collect these items. I'll have to come back down here at 11:30 at night to grab all this stuff because I don't feel like coming down here.
Yeah, that would be kind of spooky.
Yeah.
Afraid?
It's okay.
Oh.
We came in here earlier.
Sorry if it's you.
We're not-
It's okay. Don't be afraid of anybody.
We're not trying to scare you.
We're all friendly people. We're just here to say hello. No.
No?
Did that just say no?
It said ill. Look how big it is. It went
Oh,
over the
it's
whole
massive.
screen. My theory is she passed away from illness.
Oh.
Because there's no theory, there's no like record of her other than the eye sighting and EVPs. My theory was her family was poor and they lived down here in the dirt and fire hit, food is scarce, they're poor, so food is even harder to come by.
Yeah.
Sorry. Great.
She's like, great, now you told me. Now they know I was sick.
Now they woman. I'm talking about you.
Hi.
Oh.
Maybe Sarah's trying to get your attention now.
Oh.
But you kind of see how the app kind of pertains to like stuff you're talking about
Yeah.
and like that. Like it just kind of says listen. I feel like I heard some very subtle light thumping.
Yeah.
Very, very subtle light thumping. I went from this way.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
kind of in Sarah's room.
Yeah.
Very subtle, very, very light little thumping sounds. The church.
It came from the church.
Came from the church. If anybody is in here, wants to communicate, you can come touch this black box in my hand, and it'll light up some colors, or you can speak. Oh, it's cool. Yeah, great. It's hot enough, yeah, maybe.
A lot of heat to burn down.
Incinerate. Safe.
It's a safe place, okay.
Yeah, let's go hide.
Ugh.
There's like a pulley system up there that they're attached to. That's cool. I'm afraid to look back here. I'm not gonna look. There's no
Just dinked over here.
Was that the door?
That sounded like the door to the outside, yeah.
We heard like a dink on metal or
Yeah,
something.
I've been hearing that recently too. Like
Oh.
last weekend, it just started up like this random dinking.
Oh,
We thought it
right.
was the sheet metal, like resting, like falling a little bit. But I tried kicking it last week, and it makes not that sound.
Yeah.
It's very like
Yeah, no,
flimsy.
that is not what it sounded
No.
like.
Yeah,
It's like a tink
Yeah.
or like tink tink. Sometimes I'll hear like 3 knocks. I'm like, oh Jesus, okay,
Oh, no,
here
no,
we go.
no, that's okay.
Equipment.
We have lots of it.
What's your question? You can ask it through that device.
Hi, Abigail.
Whoa.
Is this you? I'm Kate. We came in earlier.
Right back, I'm missing a ball and
Dress.
Here's the seamstress. I'll show you guys real quick, like how it is. Don't go off.
Say don't move. No way.
Bottom word.
Bottom. It said don't move.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's spooky. What?
Well, here, I'll step away.
You taking my measurements? You said dress.
Oh, maybe.
Oh, what? That would be crazy.
You gonna make us some new clothing, Abigail?
I have goosebumps all over my legs.
Do you?
Oh, just went to yellow.
Oh. Goosebumps in my legs again. I can feel them. Oh my gosh, I just laughed.
It said haha.
Yeah.
There's no
I
way.
swear.
That's
I
cool.
swear it just said haha.
It said Anna, like Anna.
Oh, I thought it said Anna as well too, but you said haha. I was like, that'd be.
It sounded like a haha.
Well, thank you for allowing us into your space, Abigail. We appreciate you. Thank you for letting us show your stuff off to these fine people and the rest of the tours that we have throughout the night.
God.
Yeah, I purposely don't let people have to say on the way out.
Oh, God.
Watch out, pillow.
Oh, God. That's so toxic.
So toxic. And then, would you guys like to sage spray yourselves?
Yes.
Okay.
So this is where the merch would go. Except I don't have any. So if you would like, since you're still here, subscribe, maybe toss a like on the video, turn on notifications so you can hear when the next video comes out. Thank you so much for watching and hanging out with me. Catch you in the next one. Bye!